lesson 97 on ratios. A ratio describes a relationship between two numbers. So here you go. I kind of feel like we've talked about ratios before, but maybe not. Maybe it was the sixth graders. If there are 12 boys and 18 girls in a class, then the ratio of boys to girls in the class is, 12 to 18. So there's a few things to notice about this, okay? A ratio is telling us the relationship between boys and girls in this class, okay? That's why it's called the ratio. It has this little word 2 in between the two numbers. That's how you know it's a ratio. And I'm going to show you 3 ways to write a ratio. We always read it with this word 2 in between the two numbers, sets of numbers, okay? The second thing to notice is that whatever number is or whatever category or number is mentioned first has to come first in the ratio. So this said there are 12 boys and 18 girls. That means that we need to, or here they said boys to girls. Boys to girls. Our numbers have to be the boy number to the girl number. If this said, what is the ratio of girls to boys, then I would have to say 18 to 12. I would switch the numbers, okay? There's 3 ways to write it. The first one is just like it was written up here, 12 to 18, with the actual letters written out TO. Secondly, you can use a colon in between them, 12 to 18. And we still read it 12 to 18, even though there's a colon. Or the third way, and the most common way, is with a fraction. So this reads 12 to 18. Now, the one tricky thing about this is if it is a ratio and it's in a fraction, if it is an improper fraction, do not make it a mixed number because it's telling us the relationship between these two numbers. And if I make it into one number, a mixed number, then it messes up my whole ratio thing. So for example, if this was saying, what is the ratio of girls to boys? And I wrote 18 to 12, this tells me there's 18 girls and 12 boys. If I made this into a mixed number, I would lose that 18. All right, we reduce ratios just as we reduce fractions, as long as you're not making it into a mixed number. So for example, let's use this ratio. We had 12 to 18. I'm going to divide both the 12 and the 18 by 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 18 divided by 6 is 3. So this ratio can be reduced. Instead of saying 12 to 18, we can say 2 to 3. And we read it, this is read 2 to 3. Okay? And it's telling us that for every 2 boys, there are 3 girls. That's the whole point of the ratio thing. Let's look at some examples. This lesson is really very easy. You're going to get it right away. There were 12 girls and 16 boys in class. What is the ratio of boys to girls? We're going to write it all 3 ways. Okay, once we have it simplified. So what one do I need first, the boys or the girls? Right, I need the boys first because it came first, boys to girls. So there's 12 girls and there's 16 boys. So I'm going to write 16 over the girls, which is 12, because there's 16 boys to 12 girls. There's no harm, no foul in labeling these. In fact, when we get later on to proportions, I'll always have you label ratios out to the side like this. So this one's, see, boys, and this one's girls. So you can keep track of them, but it's not necessary right now, just might be helpful. Now I'm going to reduce this. So I've got 16 and 12. What number can I divide both of those by? How about 4? So 16 divided by 4 is 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And notice it's improper. That's okay because 16 over 12 is improper. So now I have got my ratio, 4 to 3. I'm also going to write it the other ways, 4 to 3 and 4 to 3. Here's another example. What is the ratio of girls to boys in our 5th and 6th grade class? All right, so what thing do they want first? They want the girls, right? Ooh, I'm gonna have to take a minute to count these to figure it out. All right, why don't you do it with me? See if you can count them up and figure out how many boys and girls there are, and then check to see if you got the same thing as me. All right, I counted that there are 6 girls and 9 boys. So now I'm going to reduce this. I'm going to divide them both by 3. And I get 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And so my answer is 2 to 3, 2 to 3, 2 to 3. There are 2 girls for every 3 boys. We're outnumbered. Okay, example C. People, I want you to do this one. People to pets in your family. So how many people are there in your family, and counting yourself, versus how many pets are there in your family. If it's 0, you put a 0. And then write it in all 3 ways. And then also do example D. I just want you to simplify this ratio for me. Go ahead and get to work.